Really, it's all about ideas and feelings, so you can go down with that. So let me see if I can do my due diligence here. So by signing the non-disclosure agreement, this is just for us to be able to review the session in case we need to validate certain concept, but it's not for public view, it's only for internal. If you need to take a break during the session, you're free to take a break. And there are going to be a couple of exercises where we will give you a device where you will go through an eVisit. Mm-hmm. If you can talk aloud for those parts where we are actually very concentrating to doing the task, just for us to follow you through. We're going to try to record whatever you do on the device, on the monitor, so that everybody can see it. Okay. And before we begin, do you have any questions?
So how long is going to be the session?
1 hour.
1 hour.
It's time blocked to an hour. So you're starting at 11, so by 12, you're going to be done.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, we want to know about you. Give it a try about you. I think we got it right.
Okay.
We put down that based on the screener that you filled out, that you are covered by insurance.
Yes.
And that's the way that you deal with medical expenses, right? Perfect. Now, by picking at the intranet, it looks like you've been here for 7 years.
Yes. Actually, I was here for longer, but I was a contractor for a year.
Okay.
So maybe 8, but like being a John Muir employee, it is 7 years.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you are in the care management
organization, care coordination department.
Care coordination.
Yes.
How do you like it?
I love it. Yeah, I love working there.
So you probably work with So, and this is Alvin, in case you haven't met him.
I think I haven't met him. Nice to meet you.
This is all our group. And the guy who just walking in silently without being spotted.
I met you.
You don't remember me? No.
So, and your role is administrative assistant.
Yes.
Right? Perfect. You said that you have an iPhone in the screener survey that you filled out. Is that correct? Did I capture that correctly? Mm-hmm. What model do you
have? The model of the phone?
Yes.
It's iPhone 5.
5.
Actually, like iPhone 6.
6.
Just not upgraded.
Do you like it more?
Love it.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Any particular app that you like to use?
To use
on your phone?
I use a lot of apps.
Which one of the 3 most?
The 3 most is the YP app.
Which one?
It's the YP.
Yellow Pages app?
It's the where like you search for like your clothes. Have you guys heard of the YP app?
No, but this is interesting.
It's a very nice. So like so for example, you're here. You want for lunch. You want Mexican food. You just like do Mexican food around me, and then it's gonna give you the list of everything, all the Mexican foods around you.
So it's like a Yelp.
It's kind of like a Yelp thing, yeah. But it's like I think it's a little bit more than that. So
nice. And it's called WP.
It's WP.
Interesting. Yeah. So something to try.
I think it's YP. Is it YP or WP?
I think is it? Did I say YP?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
That's okay.
Yeah, cheap.
And while you look in your phone, if you see any other app that you think are your favorite.
So I have the My John Muir Health.
You do.
That's very helpful. Yeah, that's YP.
How often do you use it? The My GMH app.
Basically, I use it like 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
Yeah, or more.
What are the tasks what do you do usually when you...
So I just check my, sometimes like if I don't have anything to do, I just let my past lab results. I see my upcoming appointments. I email my doctor a lot, like for questions, and
Does he respond to you?
Yes, she does. That's the YP app. And then another one, another app that I use the most, just my college app that I'm a full-time student too. I study at DeVry University, so that's the DeVry app. Yeah.
So
I'm
the
a full-time
university
online student too. I'm majoring in medical billing and coding.
That's very nice. Do you do any transaction on your phone, like scheduling the appointments or paying bills?
I usually do those on my laptop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have to, do you actually have to use the phone for your job?
For my job,
The mobile phone, yes.
actually for job I don't. This is a personal one.
Yes.
But if I need to check my John Mary email, I have that in the is it SLS?
Yes.
SSL address. Sometimes I do it, but not
And
a
you will
lot.
do it on the phone as well.
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, you don't have to go around for the office and make
No.
phone calls.
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you are at work and you need to access your private
Mhm.
phone for any reason,
Mhm.
do you have a favorite spot where to do that? Is it your desk? Do you go into a private space like a conference room? Or do you go in an open space like the lunch room?
Mhm.
Or do you prefer to even go outside in an open space?
Is it a work related?
No, your
task?
personal thing.
The personal thing, yeah, I just go to a private room.
Very good. Now, if you have to search for medical information today, what do you do normally?
For medical information, like the symptom of it,
Yeah,
Yes,
maybe you're
I
not
just-
feeling too well, you want to
I
know.
just Google it all the time.
You Google it? Do you do
Yeah.
that on the computer or do you do that on the phone?
Actually, I do it on the computer.
Okay. Do you have a Mac or a personal computer?
I have a personal laptop. It's the Lenovo.
And what about if you need to learn about certain conditions? What do you do?
That's
Similar.
I Google too. Yeah.
And if you need to find a new doctor?
myjohnmerhill.com.
If you need to view your test results?
I just log into my John Muir Health app, and it's pretty handy.
Do you find that they are updated regularly?
Yes, they are. They are up to date. I mean, I had an appointment yesterday. By the time I went home, the doctor's note was already in there. So like it took me from the doctor's office to home like it was like 20 minutes. So it was already there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
And when you check for like your test result, do you prefer to check them from your laptop at home or from your phone?
From my phone, it's easy. I have the app. I just log into and it's pretty easy. But for some reason, if my phone is out of charge, I just log into my laptop.
Okay. Do you need to charge it? We have
No, I have
a charger.
it's
It's good now.
It's
Okay.
charged now.
We are equipped. And if you need to view your immunizations?
Actually, for that, I sometimes called the employee help to see my, I don't have access to see that online. Maybe there is a way to do it, but I don't know.
There
I
should
call
be a
it.
place.
Okay, but I don't know, so I call employee help, and they're
Okay.
always helpful.
You call them on this phone
No,
or
I
on
just
the
Work
landline?
phone. Landline, yeah.
If you need to request refills or request the new medications, what do you do?
I just email my doctor, and she, so the turnaround time is like 24 hours, but she gets back to me soon. Sometimes the same day.
I want to know the name of your doctor.
I know, she's pretty awesome.
And when you do this, do you do the email from the phone or from the computer?
I do it, it's a combination of both.
And if you need to schedule an appointment with her, what do you do?
With her, I can, I just call the office, So I do call the office. Sometimes I'm on the third floor. I just go downstairs and talk to the
And she's
MA,
in the same
and she
room.
does it. Yeah.
Perfect. I think we are launching the scheduling appointment from the phone as well.
Okay.
That is actually even on the portal. It's already there, right? Yeah, it's already there now on the portal.
So is it going to be a different app for it, or just
No.
it is within the genre?
Integrated.
Okay.
So for the portal, it's already there and it's part of direct scheduling.
Okay.
And for the app, we will integrate it inside.
Oh, okay.
Right now on the phone, you can just do a request.
Request, yeah.
So we will have the functionality inside.
Oh, okay. So we will just see doctor's availability and all.
Yeah, with the
That would
plans.
be awesome.
That's very nice. And last is, if you need to share your medical information with others, what do you do?
Like what do you mean with others? Like what?
I'll let you interpret that.
Um,
You tell me who the others could be.
my
and-
husband.
Okay.
Yeah, I shared with my husband. And then sometimes I shared with my sisters too.
That's good.
Yeah.
And how do you do it today if you need to share the information? Let's say you want to share the results of a test, or do you want to share your medical history?
Like how do I share it with them?
Is it verbal? Do you
It
actually,
is verbal. Yeah,
Okay.
most of the time it is verbal.
And if you actually need to physically have them have the records of what you need them to know?
So I do have my husband's name as to and
As a proxy?
yes. So I have my husband and my oldest sister.
Do you feel like you are able to do all the things you wish you could do from this proxy access?
That yes.
What would you like to do more than what you have today?
Through the John Mayer app,
Yes.
I would like the thing you mentioned to schedule appointment.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I mean, it's not that I have problems scheduling with them, but this would be a step quicker.
Perfect. If you like, we have some water.
Oh, here I have.
Oh,
my
you
water.
do have your
Yeah, thank
bottle.
you.
That's what that big bottle was for. Okay, let's go into the eVisit.
Okay.
The reason why you are here is because drink. I'm going to talk for a little bit. Take a sip. The reason why you're here is because apparently you registered for eVisit for the pilot version of it, and we would like to understand what prompted you to do it. What was the reason why you did it?
First of all, I wanted to give it a try. I thought it was just gonna save me to go to the doctor. Just save me even though I was at work. So I said, let me give it a try and see how. Because I heard really good things about it, so I said.
You heard good things?
Yeah, I heard really good things about it.
Can I ask you from whom did you hear good things? Like was it
Or just like general from
General?
coworkers, yeah.
Okay. So for that reason you did register. And did you actually ended up doing it?
I did it. I think it was like in the morning that I emailed one of the doctors, and he was pretty good about it. I got my answer within like a couple hours.
2 hours
I think it was
through the eVisit.
through the eVisit. I think it was sooner than that. And within that 2-3 hours, we communicated like 2-3 times
Oh really?
with the doctor, and
So
he
you
was
had some back and forth?
yes, back and forth, and he was very helpful. Even though he recommended that I need to go see a life doctor, but my experience was very good at that doctor.
So you didn't get the triage down page. You were able to complete it And then the doctor got back to you?
Yes.
And you're saying that it was for yourself.
Mhm.
What did you do it? On the computer or on
I did on the computer.
On the computer.
Mhm.
And was it at work? Or
It was work. Mhm.
So from the office.
From the office.
Why did you do it from your office?
Because that day I didn't. I usually bring my laptop, my own personal laptop, to during lunchtime. I use my lunchtime for my homework. So
Yeah.
that day I didn't bring my laptop, and it was just easy for me to just like access it and then do it. I don't know if it was the right thing to do.
No,
but
that's why I'm asking, because
Yeah.
typically it sounds like you have a very specific routine for what you do at work versus
Yeah,
what
that
you do
day I
at
didn't.
person.
Yeah, that day I didn't have my laptop, and then I thought the phone screen would be small for me to explain the symptoms and everything. So I was there and I.
And the
accessed it.
communications with the doctor were always written.
Yes.
You didn't have communication.
No,
right?
it was written. Yeah.
And you reserve essentially your lunchtime for kind of this type of thing.
Yes,
Usually.
that's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I imagine that when you did it, you went in a private space, or did you do
Actually, if I have to talk like regarding private
Yes.
things, I go to, but I do have like a cubic space.
That's what I
And
wanted
then,
to do, yeah.
so the problem that I had, it was a little bit bothering me, so I said that let me just do it, quickly.
Very
and,
good.
Yeah.
So you felt comfortable into doing this because
Oh.
it was silent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I can say that you stopped basically when you finished. You submitted.
I submitted.
Very good.
Mhm.
Now, if we have to look back at the experience in itself,
Mhm.
can you summarize some of the good things about this private study, eVisit,
Okay.
and some of the bad things that you
Okay.
went through?
So the good side is I got the answer quickly. I got a response quickly. And then the other thing is since the doctor told me you need for this, for the symptoms you have, you need to go do some lab results. He said you're not going to be charged, it's a $25 copay. He said we're not going to charge you. That was made me happy. He said we're not going to charge, even though he communicated with me, a couple times, if he was to charge me the copay, I would be, happy or, comfortable doing that. But he said we're not going to charge you because we didn't resolve the issue. So I was very, very happy about
Very
it.
good. That was
Mhm.
because you had to continue doing this.
And then he did recommend me to go. He did give me some advice, and then he did told me to go see a life doctor.
And then you went to urgent care.
And then I just went to urgent care. Yep.
And some of the, I don't want to say negative, but some of the little things that you probably would have expected done differently, or you would probably improve as an area for improvement.
Actually, I don't have much to say.
You went very well.
Yeah, it went very well. I was, even if they would have charged me the copay, I would have been comfortable doing that because I got some advice and it was. I don't have
Good
anything negative to say.
experience.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, the $25 was, even if you had to pay, was a comfortable amount to pay, or would you think that? Did you expect it, first of all, to see it?
Yeah, so actually I was, so if I would have gone, then I went to urgent care and paid $40, so $25, way less than I would feel comfortable
So you felt comfortable.
if we were able to resolve the issue. So it is a good amount.
Yes. If you could do one thing on your phone that is an ongoing thing
Mm-hmm.
to take care of your health,
Mm-hmm.
what would that be? Regardless of what we're talking about. Marjane, one thing that can help you manage or just take charge of your health.
So I do have
phone.
a fitness pal app that I use. I record my, whatever I eat, the calorie counts and how many steps I do.
Is it a Fitbit one?
It's not, but it's called Fitness Pal.
Fitness
But I
Pal.
don't-
Oh yes.
My Fitness Pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I mean, I can, if I take my phone with me, just counts my steps and
You don't
whatever
have
I
to know.
eat. Yeah, whatever I eat, I just need to enter the name and it will just like calculate the
Okay.
calories for me and
Very good. Perfect. Anything you want to add in comments for us about this experience that you had?
Actually, it was a very good experience. I would say, and I already shared with my coworkers. I had a great experience.
So you would do it again?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Perfect. So now we are actually going to do a little exercise.
Okay.
It's a visual exercise.
Okay.
And I'm going to move the monitor here so that we can take a picture of the Alvin did this for us, so that we
Okay.
have the right angle, because it's going to take a picture of this space.
Okay.
So, as you are familiar, we do have the MyGMH portal, MyGMH app, that has a navigation at the bottom. There are 4 icons today. One is to message your doctor, one is to schedule an appointment, one is to view your lab, and then we have a more.
And more, yes.
Yeah. Well, now we want to integrate eVisit into the app. So we need to remove the more and put an icon for eVisit.
Okay.
So we're trying to figure out what would be the best icon to go along with the others, but at the same time that conveys a good sense of what is purpose for. So what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to show you one card at a time, fairly quickly, and you push to me the ones that you don't think are appropriate,
Okay.
and you keep towards you the one that you actually
Feel-
are thinking about. Then we'll relook at them more with more time. But
Okay.
right now, fairly quickly. So your first instinct. Okay, let's not start with that. You know this one. This is just for comparison.
Okay. Should I, like, if it's
If it's
double-
something you like, you keep it. If you don't
even
think
if it's so I'm looking at the symbol.
about, so this is, see, this one is the
Labs.
the lab in its square that is
Okay.
down there. So we are thinking of something that is going to go next to the lab
Okay, I get it.
for the visit.
For the
So
visit.
if you feel like the ones that I'm showing you connect with you, you would actually click on that one to start any visit.
Okay.
You keep it. If you feel like, no, I would not click on that icon to do any visit, you give it to me.
Okay.
Are you still comfortable with
I am
those two?
comfortable, yes.
Okay. This one we know it's this is the
first appointment.
this is the other one.
What's the other one?
This is the other
What's the message?
Okay. All right, so you made your selection. Take your time and try to eliminate 2 of them.
2 of them.
Take a picture for the video.
No. While you're thinking, we need to start the outcome.
Sorry, yeah.
Those two?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Can you tell me something about those two that you kept?
I think this is the first one. It's related to.
She has a stethoscope.
So it is related to the eVisit. So I kind of like connect this with the, with the whole
Yes.
thing. For example, with the lab, the messages, and
Exactly. So you
the
can see them.
appointments. It's kind of related to those.
Yes.
Things. And then on this one, this is my all-time favorite symbol.
It's the same, exactly. All right, perfect. So
Yeah,
if
so
you
this is more related to.
if you were to pick now one of those,
I would just pick this one.
The stethoscope.
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm going to put this on the side, so then I'm going to remember which one you picked. So she has picked the stethoscope as the main one. I'm going to put it because we see it. And the second favorite is the medical sign. Okay. Ready for the big task? It's just another eVisit. So imagine that you or someone in your family is not feeling well. Pick one of these conditions, which you are probably very familiar. There are some both on the back and the front. Pick one, and then you tell us which one you picked and for whom you would like it to do it.
Okay, I would pick the cold sinus infection or sore throat.
Okay, so you're picking cold sinus. Perfect. Now I'm going to connect. We're going to pretend that this is your phone, and you're actually going to do it from the phone. I'm going to initiate the mirroring so that we can see. Lock us in. Is that a condition for which you would actually start an eVisit?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So this is your phone now. Can you walk us through and tell us what you would do to start an eVisit and do it, basically?
An eVisit. So should I go through the John Mayer app?
Would be nice if you did it from the app, yes. And just for you to know, this is a prototype, which means it's not your regular app with all of the functionality. These are really screenshots of the pages that we have modified for this test, which means not everything you click is going to work. But if you can tell us what you're thinking of doing, then I can let you know if and why maybe it's not responding.
Okay.
So you're clicking on the eVisit.
So I did the eVisit.
And then
the diagnosed. So it's
so you click start.
Start and then what to expect.
So you're looking at the screen with the conditions.
So condition and everything. Just I click continue.
Okay. Perfect. So you got here. Now we're going to do a switch, just because this is the prototype, so it's
easy.
Fake. No, it's fake.
That's it. Oh, yeah.
So we're going to give you the actual hypnosis screens.
Okay.
So what you're going to experience is exactly what you went through before, but instead of being on a laptop, you're going to do it from a mobile device.
From a mobile device.
And imagining that this is your scenarios, you're going to walk through those steps. And you can tell us what you feel like. There we go. This is.
Nice there.
Thank you very much. So imagine that instead of getting to this page, you would have
You
got
got-
to that one.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just like read the, the agreement part, and I would just.
Okay.
Oh, I need to click there.
Oh, and of course we are using different, it's not your initials.
Okay. So I should just put whatever.
AE, yeah. What is it? I don't know.
SE, Sam.
CE,
CE. Is it SE?
Sam Edward.
Sam, yes.
Yes.
SE, that's right. So for whom are you doing this?
I'm doing this for my father.
For
because
your
he's
father.
always with the congested nose.
Okay.
Okay. So I would just like read what's the serious health problems, and then yeah. Please with your primary health concerns. Concerns, medical. Provide online care. Okay.
So you got triaged out.
So because of the inhaler, that
Why do you think that? What do you think had happened here?
because at the beginning I didn't select the
Okay.
chronic condition. Is that why?
I'm not sure. I think I know as much as you do. How do you feel?
Please be. Thank you for using eVisit. So I think that is pretty reasonable.
It's reasonable.
It is reasonable that, we wouldn't want any medication since he has asthma, we wouldn't want anything, to interact, any medication to interact with his
Yeah.
current medication.
Yeah.
So, and then I think, seeing a live doctor would be good.
So it looks like that in your case, they thought they could give you a diagnosis without having you to go see a doctor. But then the doctor realized, no, this is on the borderline. But with your father, the system was actually able to detect that earlier in the process. How do you feel about these two roads? You having been going to the end and then still having to go see a doctor, and your father actually having to be told up front.
Actually, we would go see a doctor.
Mm-hmm. And you feel comfortable
And
in
I feel
receiving
comfortable, yeah.
this? Okay.
Because, as I said, I wouldn't, we wouldn't want anything, like any medication for the sore throat or sinus to interact with his current
Medications.
since he has asthma and everything. So.
Very good. So now what we're going to do is pretend, actually, this is not, we didn't get an in progress diagnosis, so we didn't have to wait for the doctor. So what we're going to do is actually return to this screen. I'm going to quit, actually, if you can quit from airplane, so we can put this one instead up there. And let's look at this with a different eye. You said that you wanted to do it for your father, regardless of whatever happened with eVisit. Where would you go to do it for your father? Or, let me rephrase it. you started from here, and you click Start New eVisit, and did you think that that eVisit was going to be done for you or for your father? You signed in with your initials. What are your expectations, I guess, at this point? So you are signing in with
my
your
information.
account. You are starting an eVisit, entering your initials. Did I ever ask you for whom it was it? Did I ever ask you that it was for your father?
You did ask me.
No, but I mean
No,
the application.
but over here, on the application, no.
No, right? So how do you know that whatever you were doing there is actually going to be done for your father?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
There's nothing.
But you said that you have a proxy for your husband and for your big sister.
Yes.
How do those things work when you want to send something to them, or if you want to?
So if they want to know the certain conditions that I have, if they call the doctor's office, they're gonna look at the chart, and then they'll see their name and number, and then they are able to give them the information. Yeah.
Okay. So from the app, have you ever been able to see your proxies in the mobile app?
No.
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 Okay. So maybe I'll show you a trick later on your mobile app.
Okay.
So let's say that in this new version, things have changed anyways. So even if you knew how it was before, now it's different. So it's good. It's very good because we are trying something different.
Okay.
Assume that your father, actually, that one I'm going to keep it for later.
Okay.
Assume that you want to do this eVisit for someone else that is not you. So, and assume that in this someone else is among the proxies that you have. Where would you go to see if your father is in the proxies that you have access for?
From this side?
From this app.
From this app, I'm not familiar on how to find.
Perfect. That's very good.
Yeah.
So can you explore the phone? Let's say that this is a new app that you downloaded, and this is actually a new functionality, so it's very
I
good.
would just go play around.
Perfect.
with
Can
it.
you show us where you would play? Because I think sometimes it's just a matter of learning.
Yeah. So I would. I'm not gonna find it through the messages, appointments, labs. So there's.
You're doing well.
Yeah. So there's no way for me to go anywhere to go find them.
Yeah.
Unless there's an option that says more.
Exactly. Where could that option be hidden? I can tell you that there is one.
There's one.
But where would that be?
If there is one.
Oh, why did you click that sandwich menu?
To find more options.
So that was a natural way for you to...
Yeah, that's what I do. I just go, look at everywhere, and then I just go look for, more.
Perfect.
Contacts, family,
And what did you
forms.
discover here?
I discovered a little bit more than the first window. So I do see the message, appointment result, and eVisit, and I have more. So contact us, family forms, and restricted access. So that may be under the restricted access.
Or nothing here is clickable except for one thing.
Okay, except for...
So let's say, who are these messages? You see that badge count of 2?
Yeah.
What does it mean in your mind?
So this is messages for you. It's your messages from your doctor's office.
Okay, so are these for you?
These are for me.
For you. So let's say that you have someone else that you can look at, like, for example, your husband or your older sister or even your father. How would you go to view them from this app? Assume that they are already being loaded. Not everybody has.
Log in under themselves.
Okay, that is an option. So, but in that case, would be them logging in, even though you're using that.
Yeah. So there shouldn't be any other way to see.
Okay. Let's say that we have enabled a feature that allows proxies to actually, within their login account, to switch views. You know, like on the portal, I don't know if you notice on the portal, but When you first log in, you land on the dashboard, and on top of the dashboard there is this header
Heather, okay.
that says you're logged in as yourself or you're viewing.
Yeah, and then there's another option as, you can click and then you can
Yes.
go. I used to do learning points, so I was administrator, and then I would just go click as a student.
Very good.
So within the same login, I would just go log to different screens.
Okay, is that, I'm not sure about that screen, but let me make sure that we are talking about the same one. So when you go on that, actually I have it here, so that we can make
That
sure
was
that
the old learning point app that I used to.
So when you are on the portal,
Mhm.
I'm going to log here, log in. See this part?
Oh,
You're
okay.
acting for yourself. Is this the part that you're talking about, or you're talking about another one up here?
I think there was with the learning point. There was another tab on the left corner. I think
Okay.
it was the left corner, and then it was the administrator,
Yeah.
and then at the bottom.
Yeah, that's why I want to make sure. So
Uh-huh.
in the current portal, you have this one.
Okay.
Have you ever clicked on it?
I have not. I haven't even. I always thought that if I log in under myself, everything is about me.
Okay.
I never thought that I would act
Yeah.
for other people.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what this does is actually, if you had some other member of the family that was enabled to be a proxy of yours,
Mhm.
you would actually have a list here. You could see your spouse, your father, your mother, and your sister,
Mhm.
anyone that you have confirmed, agreed
Mhm.
on to grant access to.
Mhm.
So I'm glad that we are revealing a new feature to you, because
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know if you do have additional access for other member of the family,
Okay.
but the feature that is here
Mhm.
is also available on the mobile app.
Okay.
So if you have access to your sister,
Mhm.
you would go here on the portal to switch,
Mhm.
and I can
And then
show
I
you.
would see.
So if I click to Devadar here, what it
Mhm.
does is, did I
It
click?
brings up their.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's acting for Devadar, and see that he has 3 messages. I didn't have 3, and he might have completely different information. So basically I have a view into his space without having to log in
Under
with
him.
this. And this is also because not everything that you see through
Mhm.
this view is exactly the same as what he can see. He has view for everything.
For everything.
Maybe you have just particular points of access.
Mhm.
So let's elaborate on this. Knowing that we have this ability on the portal,
Mhm.
and knowing that, let's
Mhm.
pretend that on the app you do have the ability to start any visit for your father.
Mhm.
Where would you go to do this kind of view of?
So I would just go again, log in.
Okay, perfect.
Log in within the
Sorry.
Jamir app, and as you just now show
Yeah.
me, I can just go, as click the drop down that you're
Where would
acting
that
as
be?
your,
Yeah. And so here, where do you think that thing is? Because this is a different interface.
Oh, this is a different. So I would just go click.
And you can click from the phone.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can, click
So you click there.
drop down box and then choose.
Let's pretend that instead of spouse name is your father name.
Mhm.
How would you go to him? Can you show us by clicking?
Same way. And then I would just see his information.
Perfect. So instead of being your spouse name, we said it's your father. Perfect. And then if you needed to start a new visit,
then I would just, go
you
from
can go
there.
ahead. So you click on eVisit and you let it do. Perfect.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. Okay. We're doing well. How are you doing? Let's see how we're doing on time. 11:41, so we have 20 minutes. So we're wrapping up now. I have just a set of questions that I want to go over with you, and then the team will be asking you questions. You can ask questions to the team, so we can just close the loop. Let's see. If you wanted to use the eVisit on your phone, how would you like it to be, and would you use it?
How?
Yeah, maybe it's not that clear. So, would you like it to be the same way as you saw it now? Is it confusing? Would you like it to be slightly different? Would you like it to be more prominent?
Actually, it's pretty explanatory. It's, for me, it's very easy to access it and navigate through the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, I saw that you were just going there straight. Would you use it on the phone?
Yes,
You
I
think
would use
you
it.
would?
Yes.
Yes. Do you prefer to type into your phone or to talk, like using the Siri?
No, I prefer to type. Usually Siri, she does not, catch everything what you say. So especially if you're, like writing a medical condition, you need to be more specific and be.
I know I have that
more
problem with my
thorough.
accent. He never
Really?
understands. And then, under what circumstances would you use the eVisit on your phone?
If I don't have my I would prefer to do it on my laptop because it's easy to type faster. But if I don't have my laptop and, if I don't have access to my laptop at the moment, I will just use my phone.
But did you have to type a lot when you did the eVisit?
Just to, write your, like, as much symptoms as you can. For me,
Okay.
it's a little bit hard to,
Yeah, and it's kind of a small.
It's
We
very
used the laptop, the iPad, which was a little larger.
Yeah.
So maybe the iPad could be another
iPad,
alternative.
yeah.
What do you like or dislike about the eVisit? I know we went through that one, but now that you
I think pretty much I like everything about it. It's convenient. It's, I would expect my issue to be resolved, but in, some circumstances, sometimes it's just, it's not possible to, like, my symptoms that I explained to the doctor a couple months ago, which was pretty reasonable. I had to go see a live doctor to do some lab tests. So.
But in that case, since your expectation was not met, it was fair that they didn't charge you.
Yes, it was
Perfect.
very fair, yeah. I was very happy.
And are you okay with the fact that it's not necessarily your doctor doing the diagnosis, but another junior health doctor?
Yeah, I would not care. Any doctor would.
If you had 3 wishes to make the eVisit work for you better, what would you wish for?
So my first wish was to resolve all the issues that I, for example, an issue that I, like my father's, it was not resolved because of his, I would want that completely resolved. But again, I understand. Other wish.
The price? How was the price?
The price is
Okay.
reasonable. I don't have any. Yeah. I mean, like for just a regular specialist is like $30 to go, but I feel comfortable with the price. Actually, I don't have any. I mean, overall, I'm satisfied.
What about the access hours? Right now it's from 8 to 8.
I never thought of the access times. I thought it's 20. For some reason,
You
I
thought it was 24 hours?
I thought it was 24 hours.
Would you like it to be 24 hours?
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's what I was thinking this whole time, that it's 24 hours for
Very
me.
good.
And then,
So maybe that part is not clear. Yeah. And the fact that you get a response within an hour, is that good? Would you like it sooner?
Actually, that's reasonable. If there's something emergency, I would just go emergency room. But if it's something that I could wait and hear from a doctor at my own convenience, sitting at my house, and then
Yes.
so that 1 or 2 hours is perfectly fine.
How would you like those visits that you were not able to complete, like the one we just saw?
Mm-hmm.
How would you like them to end? What action would you expect them to give you to move further along? I think that I couldn't see very well, but I think that she had the option to message. Did she have that option to
Are you
message?
talking about triage now?
Yes.
Then you can
Did
look
she-
for a doctor. So you can do it, they'll take you to the FAD site.
Okay.
You can message your doctor. So when you log in,
Mm-hmm.
send a message to your physician. Not sure what we do. Actually, I imagine it's like a
This,
message to their PCP.
yeah.
Okay.
You could also request an appointment
For my own other doctor,
unless you were acting on behalf of some subject.
someone else.
So whoever has a connection with a doctor, a primary care physician that we recognize.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to that page really quickly if you want to look at it.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
No, I mean, you can just go start one and then triage out.
It. That's right. Triaged out. Well, but I have to go through the whole thing.
No, you don't.
No.
Just say you got a serious research.
So I
Click
do
on
start.
Visit in the portal or everywhere, that's fine. Continue. And it'll triage out if you select yes to this next question after you log in. Yes.
Is that an E?
It's ES. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
From here you say, okay.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a quick way to triage out.
Okay.
There are the resources.
Find an urgent care,
Mm-hmm.
and message your doctor and book an appointment.
Oh, there you go.
And then there's, find yours now. So there's find an urgent care center in case you need to go somewhere immediately.
Mhm.
And then find yours now. Just find a doctor that you have. I'm not sure that might be if you don't have a physician. I think that's the reason you're mailing.
Yeah.
And then message your doctor's office. And book an appointment.
Is it
You
book
can
an
call customer
appointment?
service.
Really book an appointment with your own primary or any doctor?
You can book an appointment with your PCP,
With mine.
and I think if you're acting on behalf of your son
Yeah,
or your
myself,
father, then it's their PCP.
Okay.
So you were asking if you can book an appointment with anyone. Would that be an option that you would be interested in?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So maybe having a schedule of doctors that are available to see you right
Mhm.
away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when we went through this page, of course I don't have my glasses, so I didn't see anything about it. But you had the mobile app, which was also smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any of those things, resources below?
Even if I did not, I think at the beginning I clicked the non-serious,
Yes.
but I didn't even pay attention to these options.
Yeah. And this was the last page in your workflow. After you enter your father's symptoms,
Mhm.
we got to this page. Basically, it was telling you we cannot diagnose you.
Mhm.
And so from then, we return to the prototype here.
Mhm.
But when you got here and you said, oh, they cannot do anything here, did you actually saw the options below that they were giving you, or?
No, I didn't pay attention.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
that is part we
So
can.
for example, like when I saw that first part, okay, they're not able to, okay, click.
You just saw the
exit
top
out.
part.
Yeah.
We're conditioned to not look at text.
I know there should be a way to just,
Make a picture. or
I
icons
know
and then
some, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how would you describe an eVisit to a friend?
I would describe it that you can do them from the comfort of your home. The
And what is-
copay is less than, of course, from an ER or urgent care.
Very true.
Yeah.
And what does it do, this service?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What does it do, this service?
This
In your own
provides, I mean, this provides, even though if the doctor is not able to resolve the issue, he or she will give you advice. He will, he would give you recommendation to go see a doctor. And then again, now I see the other resources that you would see, to see your own doctor, book an appointment, find the nearest urgent care if you need to.
That's very good. I would say let's open it up so that we can all ask questions. You can ask questions to us as well. Okay. Who starts? James,
I have two
probably.
questions.
Sure.
One is, how secure did you feel this transaction was? Did you consider it being?
Actually, I felt it was pretty secure.
What made you feel that?
So first of all, it was like locked and nobody else had access to
You loved it.
my
Right?
login. And then whatever associated with John Mayer Health, I feel very secure about whatever I do.
Brand, secure brand.
Yeah,
Like that.
I feel automatically I feel secure.
Okay, good. What about how long it might have taken you? Like, I personally, I have difficulty imagining using a phone to go through an eVisit, and how it might be difficult to select the right radio button or that sort of thing. Was it difficult for you at all to?
I was
So,
not.
okay.
I was fine.
Do you have is that your phone? It's a pretty is that a 6 or?
This is 6, regular 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it was good enough resolution. And it was pretty
Yeah,
simple.
it
to
was. Yeah.
It didn't take too long. It wasn't hard to read.
No, it was fine.
And did it load a page each time you said
Yeah.
select? It loaded a new page.
Yeah.
What about going through that process? Did you have any idea how long it might take or how many pages might show up? Or
Yeah,
did that-
first, it was just my first time using it, so I thought, it's gonna take longer, but it was very quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay. And your expectation initially, like I said, even though you weren't quite sure how many questions it would ask you, how long did you think it might take? What was your expectation for?
so I thought it's gonna take like 25 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it took me like
5
5 minutes.
Oh, good. So it was less than you thought. That's good.
I thought I had to go through like different pages and add information. Like when you go to the doctor's
Yeah,
office and then fill
20
out your
pages of-
allergies and but it was pretty good.
Maybe
It was
someone else asked us.
really time saving. That could save me.
Do you think it would have been helpful in some places to see more icons? At least on the resources pages, I guess.
I think the first page is fine, but like again, when this step that I just saw this first part, I said, okay, so they're not able to resolve the issue. I was just like, I didn't even bother to look down to see what else they have for me.
It wasn't obvious what actually.
It was just not obvious. I would just like exit it out or like log off. But yeah, it's like I would see like. I'm a visual person, so I would just see like an interesting picture to,
Right.
When you, do you think it would be useful, like when we add new features into the app, to get, when you log into the app, to get maybe like a little overlay which said, by the way, there's this new thing, this is how you get it? Do you think that
yeah,
would be
so the
useful?
new things, so like
Yeah.
for example, if I log in this time and then I wouldn't know that what new features you guys have. So it would be nice if I see like a message saying that,
Right. maybe a
That
little,
would be helpful.
little drawing
Just
on
like that.
top of it, which describes a few things, so you
Yeah.
just know to kind
Here
of
what
point
we
you in the right direction.
Yeah, this is something new.
And I remember from this usability study, you had some complications, I think, with proxies and the concept of proxies and how to find them or switch back and forth between them.
That's something that I learned right now.
All right, yeah, so what would make that simpler for you? I mean, what would be more obvious? What kind of things on other applications that are similar to our application would you expect to see that might make that more obvious?
I mean, when I was just seeing the login under myself, like automatically, I thought it's just like me. I wouldn't
Only
be
for
able
you,
to.
right.
Only for me, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
right,
be able
right.
to access anybody else at all.
Mhm.
But then that even that thing is that verbiage is pretty obvious. That says you're acting as yourself. But for some reason, I did not even think that I can just click that drop down.
It's colorized, but doesn't look like it would have taken
I don't know
action.
how I missed that part.
Well,
To be
it's
honest.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another item on the cell phone, in the upper left-hand corner. There are actually two icons on either side of messages when you first log in.
Mm-hmm.
They both take action. You selected them.
The right.
Yeah, I mean, people have called them the hamburger icon because it's like 3 layers, looks like a sandwich or something. Right? But, that's just supposed to mean that there's a list there,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what the icon represents. And then there's another icon as well. And for some reason, I guess that didn't register in your mind as something that was clickable either. So,
Yeah. Sometimes, like if I'm not familiar, I just go like click everywhere. I
Touch
just go
it
play
anywhere,
with it.
yeah.
Yeah. Then accidentally, I just
Very good. We're okay? We're perfect on time. We have 1 minute left. So we can give you, I think James can give you, it's inside the folder.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
You can.
Can you tell me, please, is it Arghawan?
This is Arghawan.
Arghawan.
Yes.
Is that Afghanistan?
Yes, I'm from Afghanistan.
I love Afghanistan.
Really? Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I guess
Thank
I'm
you so
supposed to
much.
walk her back down?
Yes.
Okay.
If you, well, I think she knows the
Sure,
way.
yeah. I guess it's from here, but-
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but because we say that in case we get people that are not familiar, but I think you are at home.
Thank you so much. I
Arghawan.
learned some new stuff.
Really.
from
And if you need
Thank you very
any,
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you
so
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. And
Yeah,
suggestions
same
and
here.
everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Learned a lot.
Okay.
and
Thanks
if
a
you
lot.
have any input for us, you know who to message.
I will. Okay, thank you
Thank you so much
much.
for coming.
Good
Okay,
to
you
see
guys
you
have a
around the
good weekend.
campus.
I know. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys have
Nice
a
to
good
meet
weekend.
you.
Thank
You
You
too.
have to tell me, do you know how to pronounce it?
That was,
Oh, I have to close it.
James suggested that I move closer so I could actually see the screen. That helped me a lot because I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, that is made so that you guys can just
Yeah, yeah,
turn it.
yeah.
You could have pulled your chair
I know,
closer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I entered the, so it said something.